Today's project is going to be insulating the garage door. Now I'm doing this for two reasons, and the first one is temperature. So our garage faces east, so that means it gets hit with the full morning sun, and in the Australian summer that means the garage space heats up very quickly very early in the morning. And considering I use part of the garage as a gym in the mornings, I want to try and slow down how quickly the room heats up. And the second reason is sound. So naturally the garage faces the street and it is a really thin metal. So that means a lot of noise from cars and things carries through the garage door into the garage, but also into the house. So I want to try and reduce that. But also when I film videos in here, it sounds quite echoey and tinny off the garage door. So I'm hoping I can reduce that effect as well and make it sound a little bit better in here. The first thing that I did was measure up each of the panels on the garage door to work out how much product I needed. Now I'm going to clean the door to get off any grime that's on there so that the insulation sticks as well as it can. So now I'm going to leave that to dry before I start applying the sound deadening and insulation. Now these are the sound deadener sheets. They're a rubber butyl based product and they're used in the automotive industry for sound deadening. You apply it to the thin metal sheeting on the car and it adds mass to it, and that reduces that sort of tinny, noisy, rattly sound. Now obviously the garage door isn't a car, but I'm hoping that this will sort of have the same effect in changing that tinniness and the way that the sound interacts with the thin metal on the door. Don't have to apply full coverage to the sheet metal. You just need to add a portion to the center mass of the metal and it sort of dampens that sound and that vibration. So I'm just cutting the sheets to size using a utility knife and a straight edge. With the sound deadener, you just peel the piece of paper backing off it and then you can stick it on like that. Just be careful because that aluminium edge around there can be really sharp and you can cut yourself. I've gone ahead and installed that sound deadener on that entire top row on the garage door, which is one single sheet of metal, and this is the sound difference. This is a lot sort of lower frequency, whereas this is still quite high and tinny. With the sound deadening applied to the whole door, I'm moving on to the insulation. I've ordered this off Amazon. It is an automotive insulation. It's a 10mm foam with an aluminium reflective side and an adhesive backing on the other side. It's typically used in the automotive industry. A lot of people use it as part of the insulation in their van builds like I did. And it is in a 5x1 meter roll. So 2 rolls of this is going to do my whole door. I'm going to cut the insulation to size using a pair of scissors. I can now start to peel the backing off one side. And push that into place. A little bit tricky with that adhesive backing, getting it into place, so I ended up with a few more creases there than I would have liked, but it's made a difference to the sound again of the panels. So now, time to do the rest of the door. Okay, that is the insulation done. It was not too bad. A little bit tricky along the top where there's a support beam. I had to tuck it under. It's a bit hard when you've got the backing off the adhesive. And then down the bottom, there was a support beam in the way. I just ended up taking that off temporarily. For anyone wondering how much extra weight I've put on the door, I did weigh everything that went on there. So there was 2.4 kilos in the sound deadening and another 3.7 kilos in the insulation. So 6.1 kilos in total. So now I'm going to do a couple of sound comparisons, check the temperature of the sheet metal where it's still exposed versus the insulation, and then I'm going to wait until it gets a bit hotter and we get some sun on the door so I can compare that as well, because that's what I'm really interested to see. And then once I see how it goes for a little while, I'll let you know my thoughts. So this is what it sounds like in the garage without the door insulated. And this is what it sounds like in the garage with all of the insulation installed. So behind this bit of the frame on the door, some of the sheet metal is still exposed, doesn't have insulation on it. And it's not cold, but it's definitely a lot cooler outside. So I want to compare the surface temperatures of the sheet metal versus where I've insulated. So I'm getting about 13 degrees off the sheet metal, and I'm getting about 20 degrees off the insulated section, so about 7 degrees difference. So it's been a couple of months now and we're into summer, and with the door in the full sun, it's time to test those temperatures again. So on the sheet metal, getting just over 40 degrees, and then on the insulation, getting just under 30 degrees. As you can see, it makes a big difference with how much radiant heat is coming through that door. Now, it doesn't keep the space in here cool all day, but it definitely slows down how long it takes to heat up. Now, it would have been nice to have some ambient room temperature readings in here before and after the installation, but I also feel like there's a lot of variables at play there because you really need to have the same temperature conditions outside to get a comparable set of results. In terms of sound, it's made a bit of a difference there as well. It's a little bit less echoey in here and a little bit less noise comes through from the street, and it's also a little bit quieter when it goes up and down. Overall, I'm happy with the installation and I would do it again, definitely, especially for the cost. It costs just a little over $100, so a very cheap thing to do, especially for me as someone who uses this space early in the morning, so delaying how quickly this space heats up is really good. I would skip over the sound deadening though. I don't think that that added much benefit, and I would save the little bit of money spent on that and the little bit of extra weight on the door as well. But overall, yeah, I'd definitely do it again.